So getting ready for a little bit more than a month out on Euphemia. I've got a lot of the stuff taken off the boat so that I can do an inventory and a little bit of reorganizing. A lot of the tools in here will actually and have already started to go back to the house so that I'm not worried about them in an empty boathouse. But I'm going to have engine supply bin, and fluids bin, engine tool bin, a heat gun. I've got in that blue bin at the bottom there, I've got a bunch of hose clamps. It's full of hose clamps. I've got some odds and end tools on the top. The one with the red handle there has got an electrical kit. Then I'm off to paint, scrapers. I'm going to try to get this pre-coat can here. I'm going to dump what's about half a can or less in there. I'm going to put that into a smaller can, and then that will get that big can out of there and make more room so I can get the lids on tight. I do plan on doing some refinish work while I'm out, so I've brought everything I need for that. So there's some more for sanding. The bike mostly will be for Victoria, but it could actually be when I stop in at some of the islands. I've tested it out and it's working fine. It will go in the trunk, and I'll show you that in a minute. Of course, the water hose, so I still need that for now. The barbecue, it's off because I've been refinishing the transom. I'm waiting for the new lettering, which will be Euphemia over top of that. Should be arriving any day. Yeah, and I'll just take those diesel cans and put the fuel in the tank because they're 2 full cans. Then if I come up to the cockpit, and I got one of the lazarettes, holds quite a bit of stuff. You can see the generator there. And inside the first bin there, I've got electrical cord for shore power, and I'll bring the big shore power cable into the boat as well. Some fishing tackle, a couple of pumps, a water puppy and a dry pump that I can use to do just about anything. And for the power for those, I've got a 12-volt battery that's mobile in here, and of course I can bring this cable out for the 12-volt, put it over the transom, and that runs a trolling motor if I want to, which I keep up on the roof in the tender. And this is my shoreline for stern tie, and I actually haven't used that setup yet, but probably will on this trip. Let me just get a few things out of the way, and I'm going with all folded furniture, so I've taken the wicker off the boat. Folding furniture is way more flexible. I can get 4 chairs and a dining table on the boat, no problem. And so you can see here, this is my trunk. So I'll store stuff not so much down that side because there's a water pipe down there, but up in the aft corner of that, a couple of those electrical boxes and stuff that I mentioned earlier will go in there. And then I can put something way down the side there. I used to put the chairs, the folding chairs down there, but they're up in the tender now, so I haven't decided what I'm going to put down there. But yeah, so the shoreline rope and the bicycle will be the predominant thing that will be in here. Oh, and that yellow handle there is for manually controlling the tiller, but it's not set up to work on this boat yet. I'm going to have to just put that down for a second. Sorry about that. Okay, and I've mentioned the tender a few times. So the tender that I'll be using to go to shore will be pulled behind me. It's a 1950s Pena in there. So the tender on the roof doesn't need to come off. So it's storage. That's the motor for the Pena. But so I've got the trolling motor in here. I keep propane and small gas cans in here. The gas cans aren't in here right now. But I keep those volatile fuels up here, and the propane because I don't want it to sink down in the hull of the big boat. They can sink down into the hull of this just fine. So it's a good arrangement. I also have some of the dock lines that I only use for boat shows. So they're in here as well. And then right now I have the wheelhouse pretty much empty. And you can see it there. I like it. I really like it, even without the carpeting on there. So I might reserve room for storing the carpet away so that at a boat show you can see it the way it looks there, which is really nice. And I only put the carpet in when I'm actually out on the boat by myself because it'll add a little insulation for noise for the floor as well as protect the floor. Protect the floor and add some insulation from the engine below. And down in here, I've got some storage to rearrange. So I've got my emergency storage in there, which freed up, because I got the oxygen bottle in there too, so it freed up storage below this berth. Let's see if I get some light in here. Below this berth, so I can put some bins down there if I want to. On this side, the little shelf that was in there broke, but there's a bus heater radiator in there, and I have to work around that. So in the next day or two, I'm going to build a little shelf in here so that I could have some storage in there as well. So there'll be plenty of storage, but I don't want to sleep over top of paint cans if I can help it. And that's about it. I got water jugs back here for fresh water if I want to drink water without using the tanks. That's on Valerie's side of the boat, and she's not usually on the boat, so that's good storage there. And I do have this opened up right now because I'm hooking up a laptop to it occasionally. I'm not doing it today, but I'm fiddling around with the calibration for the digital gauges by uploading different calibration to the C gauge, analog to digital converter, which is this unit back here. And I haven't quite nailed down the calibration yet, so I'm still playing with that. And so a week from now, I'll be heading out, and food will be the last thing I put on here. Oh, and I got other life vests in here, but these are the two primaries. And I installed a flashing water activated light on this one and also on this one, and waterproof floating VHS fully charged on that. And I'm going to take a Velcro strap and kind of put a couple of Velcro straps around this bundle so that it doesn't get itself all tangled up, because I found just putting the stuff on the straps, it get all tangled and twisted and turned inside out, and in emergency that would be a pain in the ass. So I'm going to put a couple of Velcro straps on it so they're nice and tidy, and all you have to do is take off those two Velcro straps and everything's oriented the right way. And then I can put it back into the emergency bin inside there, and I'll have those on the top because they'll be the emergency things you want to grab in a hurry, potentially. And yeah, so there'll be another update probably in the next day or so, but maybe not through video. Maybe I'll just do it through photos. And Euphemia, the name. So the boat's actually Euphemia 2, but I'm only putting Euphemia on the transom. And you can see on the naming boards it says Euphemia 2 still. The boat that's named Euphemia in Toronto, they didn't renew the registration, so I'm going to see what happens with that. Hopefully I can take advantage of that. If they're not renewing it, I mean, I'm not going to steal it from them, so to speak, and I don't think they would let me. But I'd like to get it to go to Euphemia, and then we'll just leave it Euphemia indefinitely. It's better than the Euphemia 2. And that's it. I'm really looking forward to getting out in about, 1 week and 2 days? Or 1 week and 1 day?